Hello everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day today. As you can see, we're going through my brushes. It's been a couple of years since we've gone through my brushes, and I finally cleaned all of my brushes, and I thought this was a good place to do it. This is right beside my own room. This is the addition. You'll have to forgive me if I sound winded, but it's been a production. Even though all of the equipment is right there, like 2 feet away, it's been a production. Okay, so there are some brushes that I did use once after I washed them, but that's not a big deal. These are all the brushes that I had right beside me all the time to do my makeup with. This is the plethora of brushes that I choose from. Okay, yes, I'm winded. Good grief. Okay, so I did do a little bit of a cull, teeny tiny bit of a cull, as I was placing these a couple days ago, and these are them. This one is Japonesque, and it's a very nice brush. It is very soft. It's absolute. I shouldn't have done that. Did I leave some brushes behind? No. So where is my Oh, here it is. Oh, this is getting sticky. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna. This is hard. This is hard. I'm gonna put that there. I love this one from IT Cosmetics, but this is getting sticky and I don't like it. And I tried to wash it, but it's sticky and it might have to go. Okay. And I've got these from, I got these from BoxyCharm. I can't remember the name of them, and I forgot my glasses somewhere. As I said, it's been a bit of a, I'm upside down. So these are very soft, don't get me wrong. They are very, very soft, all of them. Even this dual fiber one. The problem I have with these, it could use a couple hundred more fibers in there. Same with this, they're not dense enough. I have some of the eye brushes too. No, I'm not keeping that. As you can tell, I don't need to. Oh, this one is really dense. No, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it, Bridget. Bridget, you don't need it. No, you don't need that. You don't need it. You don't need it, Bridget. You don't need it. Yeah, you need it. I need all the help I can get with the angled brushes. I mean, look at that, how thin and little that is. I hope you guys can see that. I'm trying to hopefully show you how beautifully little and thin that is. This one is a keeper. It is a keeper. I'm keeping that one. And nobody's gonna say anything otherwise. I'm just trying to make sure that I have all the other ones out. I think I have some others. We shall see. So I'm gonna put this at the other end of this towel. I have like 24 rag towels that, you know, when white gets gray because of overuse, we put those aside and get a whole other pack from Costco. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, I knew I had more. This one is a Sigma, but I don't use these anymore for foundation. Way before I knew what I was doing and I had IT Cosmetics or Doll Cosmetics, this was the kind of foundation brush I used to use all the time. And it was okay. Even not knowing what I was doing that much, I still did not find it the best, but now I just don't. I have one in the bathroom that I use for skincare application. And this one from e.l.f., which is supposed to be for the putty, I was using for blush, but meh. Just meh. Okay, now, Sephora brushes. I absolutely adore Sephora brushes. I got these two from GLAM bought. This says number 42 and this is number 56. And it all started with the number 18 from Sephora because of Amanda Z and my love of cream eyeshadows. And this one, which is a no-name from Amazon, is just a little bit bigger and pretty much the same, but this I think is goat hair. And for everybody who's vegan or vegetarian, anything with goat or lamb wool and things like that, in my mind, those animals need to be shorn. It's almost inhumane to not shear those animals. So those bristles I am good with. I am not a vegetarian or a vegan. I could go if I needed to. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But when it comes to wool of either goat or sheep, it is not inhumane. It is inhumane to not shear them. So I'm good with wool. Okay, so these 4 are right there. Okay, here's another one. This one is, I need to stick the ferrule on. This is how I got it. This is a Yensa brush that I bought as a pack with the bronzer, but the ferrule is loose, and it was loose when I got it. And the reason I haven't essentially stuck it back on is because I don't want to take it apart to glue it back on. But it's a nice brush. It is a very beautifully dense brush for cream bronzer, and I use it for all of my cream bronzers, and it is so soft. It's almost like a kitten's paw. It really is. So that is a keeper. These brushes, there's one missing. Here it is. Okay, these are mini sew brushes. I love these brushes. These are amazing. This one is okay as an angled brush goes. It's okay. It could be better. I use it occasionally, mostly with powder, but it's not this one. It's not as good as this one, but I keep it. Okay, this I've got a couple more mini sew. We'll go to that later. I've got a couple of other mini sew brushes in my other stuff, but this one I use strictly for contour, like my Illamasqua cream contour. Love this. These 2 are strictly for my cream shadows. I love these. Application, buffing. These are the best. And this one is a little bit fat when it comes to under eye application, but it's nice. It's very soft as well. It's not as soft as a kitten's paw, but it's pretty close. These brushes I got from Amazon, and these are as soft as a kitten's paw. This I use mainly to wipe any fallout from my face, or a lash or anything like that, because we know I don't use a whole lot of powder, but that's not going anywhere. I want to say this is Doe Color or Do Care, I don't remember. This one I use strictly for liquid blushes or cream blushes. It is amazing. Again, kitten's paw, love that. These are the eye brushes. I don't use them very much because they're too big. This one I'll use occasionally for an inner corner highlight, but they're not going anywhere. But I think I will put them in the overflow. Okay, let's see now. This one is my one and only Rare Beauty, the concealer brush. I want to get the foundation brush, but it's $30. Like, seriously? I don't use it very often, so it might go into my overflow. These are my only two rephr face brushes. They ain't going anywhere. I'm trying to increase my rephr repertoire of brushes, but the face brushes are not cheap. Not cheap. And the last time they had a sale, it was 40% off. Like, I mean, what? It's supposed to be 50% off. But there we go. At least I've got two. And then we've got the rephr eye brushes. Oh, this one as well. This one is a Morphe. You know what? I don't need another one, and it's not as soft. So I'm just not a Morphe girl. This one, we shall see if I can find another one. Sigma, yeah, this one is staying. This one is the E10 or F10, I can't tell. But I tend to use that either for concealer in a very tight corner, like if I've done a wing and it needs finessing with concealer, I will use this, or inner corner highlight. So that is definitely a keeper. More rephr brushes. That's the problem when you go on tangents. Rephr brushes, that's gonna go back with the others. Okay, do I have, here's another rephr brush that I haven't used. Here's a Morphe brush that I also use for inner corner on principle. I'm horrible. I am just a horrible person. Opinionated, what can I say? I'm allowed, I'm old. These are all of the, there we go. There we go. All of the rephr eye brushes that I have. I do want one more number 21 and one more number 16. And maybe another number 28, maybe, I don't know about that, but definitely this is a liner brush I have yet to use. I should try it. But definitely one more of each of these, because those are my two most used. This one's amazing too. I love this one to put powder on. When I put powder on top of my eyelid, oops, where am I going? This is really, really nice. Okay. Now, let's look at my bdellium brushes, my #1 favorite brushes. And I cannot remember which influencer got me into bdellium brushes. But these are not going anywhere. And I have a few more in my overflow, but these are amazing. This is the one I always use to pack on outer corner highlight eyeshadow, and it's the 775 shading blender. This is the best. This has a very, very sharp point. I'm sure you've seen me use it under my lash line as well. This is the most perfect brush. I would buy 5 more of this one. This is also a very nice eyeliner brush. I mean, look at how thin and small that is. It's beautiful. This one I also use a fair bit. It's the Precision Concealer, but I use it a lot for my inner corner highlight. It's not the best for that, but I do use it for that. This is the one that I use for my highlight on my cheeks, and it's the 945 contour brush. Hey, use what you use. This is my most used blender, and it's the 785. It's amazing. These are kitten soft. They really, really are. If I use a powder brush, it will be this one, because I love the tapered shape of it for that. I know that it's not going to go where I don't want powder. It's going to stick to my nose. It's the 974 tapered powder, and it'll stick exactly where I put it. as opposed to taking this one and it'll go a little bit farther. And this is the large powder 980. But yeah, these are not going anywhere. Nuh-uh. And this is the one I use constantly for my blush, powder blush. As you can see, it's starting to get eroded there, and it's the Slanted Blusher 962. Where in heavens did I leave my glasses? This one is a lip brush, but yeah, it's bold lip 542, but I will use it for my inner corner highlight. If I can't find this one in seconds, I will use the other one. That's why this one gets used, because I'm too impatient to look for the other one. This is the smaller blender, tapered blending 783, and then 777 shadow. This one doesn't get used very often, but it's still very nice. And then I've got powder blending 958, and it's a dual fiber brush, also Kitten Soft. Okay, this is the one I use for my bronzer all the time. It's an Alamar brush that I got in a BoxyCharm, but I don't know, there's something about the size and the fibers of this that I love for my bronzer. This is my bronzer brush, not going anywhere. These are my latest acquisition, and these are dough color from, I got them on Amazon. These are amazing. I love these brushes. I mean, look at how beautiful they are. It just reminds me of, I shouldn't say this, it reminds me of growing up because my father's Egyptian, but that should give me flashbacks, not anything else. It's a long story, long story. But these are exceptionally Kitten Soft as well, but I do not use all of them. No, I never use that. I'm not discarding any of them. I want to keep the whole kit, but some of them are going to go into the overflow. So the big face ones are going into the overflow. I gotta think about that. I'm gonna keep this one because, yeah, it's too sticky. It's gonna drive me crap crazy. It really is. So I'm gonna go, this is what I was using before my daughter gave me back my IT Cosmetics. So I will keep that one in. This, I mean, look at the size of that for under the lash line. It's perfect. Same with this. It is actually thinner than the Miniso one, so it's gonna stay. This is a big fluffy brush. I never use it. These, yeah, I use them. Where is it? There is one that I use for my concealer, and it is in my concealer caddy right now. This is a big fluffy one that I don't use. This one I tend to use for eyeshadow primer. This one's a little long, I don't need it. Oh no, wait a minute. This one's smaller, so I'll keep that one out there. And these as well for other cream eyeshadows, and I will keep this one as well for cream eyeshadows. Okay, these are gonna go into the overflow. My microphone is sitting here right beside me as well, so these are gonna go back into my doodad over there for sure. This one, I don't know yet. This one I'm keeping. This is still a lot of brushes, and I have to count it all. Okay, I'm not getting rid of a whole lot. Okay, so I've got you guys can't see it more. These are all eyeshadow, and the rest are face. This is not going anywhere because I'm not getting rid of the kit, but I never use it. Did I not leave one in my... Yeah, I don't need Real Techniques. No, I don't. This is the Kabuki. I don't need to use it right now. This, I gotta check in the bathroom. Okay, brushes are handy for other things, just like pushing the on button. This is really soft, but I never use it. Okay, it can go. Ah, that hurt. Oh, yeah. I don't need it. I don't need it. This is the other Alamar. I never use it. This is hurting. This is hurting me. This is really, really hurting me. I've got another contour. This is... can stay there. This is another Alamar. That can go. It's useless to me. Alamar. I'm going to keep this one for powder contour. Okay. Another Moda. I think that's what they are, the Moda brushes. This is also Bdellium, the bamboo collection. Not going anywhere. This is another e.l.f. I don't need it. This is a batting tin. I also got this in BoxyCharm. This is... I can't read the name of these brushes. I've never used them. So they can go. This batting tin, I think I am going to keep. There's another Moda. Here's a dual fiber bamboo collection. That can go because I don't use it. So we're going to put my Bdellium, all of my Bdellium in this container that I got from the Dollar Tree. Here's another batting tin. Where are the others? I had 5. I must have gotten rid of them? No. Here's another Japonesque. This one can go. These are BoxyCharm brand. I always used these for cream products and I use them a lot. These can now go. Here are my other 2 Miniso brushes. They are not going anywhere. This is an IT Cosmetics brush. Not going anywhere. Here is another e.l.f. brush. It's, no. Here are more of those natural fiber bristle brushes. I will keep that one, which is the liner brush. These ones are pretty much all the same, and I don't need them. Let's see, I don't, that came with a liner doodad. I don't need that either. These are all liners. Okay, so that is staying for sure. Same with this Bdellium brush. Yes, it is a duplicate. It's staying. Here's another. I knew I had more Moda. It's a mystery. I don't need any of those. Oh, here's another of the... Here are the other 2 from BoxyCharm brand. I can't see what it says. I don't need it. I don't need it. And again, I don't need it. Okay. I don't know if I'm being harsh enough. I really don't. Another Moda. Oh, this is, can't remember the name of it. Don't need that. That's harsh, okay. Don't, Morphe, that's a keeper. You don't need that, okay. There was a reason why I was keeping this. I think this is my very first Sephora brand. And that was for concealer. I'm going to keep that just because I don't need this. I think this is Luxie. Don't need Luxie. Okay, I don't need this, which is a concealer but no name brand. 2 other Looksies. I don't need those either. Elf, don't need that. Okay, more from Bdellium. Another Elf. Another Bdellium. Another Sigma, don't need. What's this? Sigma, don't need. And another one of these. Ooh, that is soft though. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. Do not need it. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there. The balm. Finally remembered the balm. So the balm is gonna go in there, and that in there. Okay. Now then, I pretty much got rid of one. So let's see if I'm going to keep any other overflow. I will count after. These are going away. These are staying. So this, actually no, I'm going to keep it there and keep eye brushes separate. And you know what? I'm going to do the count and I shall come back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, and this is shameful because I still want to get a few more rephr brushes and maybe 1 handful of Sephora brushes, and I dream of some bkbeauty brushes. Okay, I gotta give you the numbers. That's why it's so shameful right now. Okay, I decluttered 64 brushes. 64 brushes. Yeah. Okay. Now, in my overflow, I now have 39 brushes. Like this, it wasn't full, but it wasn't as bare as this. And I did keep the one Morphe brush. The one. The one and only Morphe Lonely brush. And then I've got everything in here now. I might still use this so that everything has room to breathe and it's easier to find stuff. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so my overflow is 39. The using brushes, that includes the one that got left behind on my desk, is 48. So now I have a total of 87 brushes, but before I did any decluttering, I had 151. And I did a declutter a couple of years ago. Granted, one of the problems I had a couple of years ago is I kept a lot of these brushes because I did not want to break up sets like this, for example. Never used this one. I have used it, yes, but I haven't used it in a couple of years because I didn't want to break up any sets, including, you know, my BoxyCharm, and like this is a beautiful brush, but I never used it. It was always in my overflow. Same with these. I would use a handful of them, but I didn't want to break up a set, so there we go. And my battery's about to die. And these, for some reason, I didn't want to get rid of them. But it's time. It is time, because there are some other brushes that I really want. Not going to be able to get them this year. Maybe not even next year, but that's okay, because I'm not short on brushes. I'm not short. I have a lot, and I have a dozen that I always use. Always. So it's not Don't feel sorry for me. But send BK brushes. There we go. So before my battery completely dies, thank you everybody once again for coming to visit with me. Please leave me a comment, like my video, and subscribe to my channel. À bientôt.